up, YouTube? So I'm here with Miss Iyana.
After like a month later.
Exactly, on her third episode. After we had to reschedule like five times. So yeah, finally we're getting her third lesson in. You're going too fast, by the way.
Really?
Yes. So now we're doing episode number 3. She's doing well. Remember the last time we worked on the corners?
Yeah, turning.
And turns and stuff, and she picked it up really well. So now we're just doing driving again on the main road. So
yes sir, yes sir.
yeah, as usual, I want you to like and share the video. If you haven't subscribed already, what exactly are you waiting on? Could you please subscribe? If you're new, just glad to have you. Thanks for tuning in, checking in. Alright, so we're just gonna ride with Iyana for a little while and record. Slow down, Iyana. See the traffic there? See the cops and whatnot?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna signal and turn left when you can. Something's going on up here. Signal left.
Yep.
And go ahead. Yeah, something is going on. There's slow down. Let me see what's going on. There's a guy on the road. Cops
You want
and
me to
whatnot.
go left?
Yeah, no, just stay here.
Okay.
What?
What is going on?
What is going on there?
Wow.
Whoa.
They're about to tell you something.
It looks that way, right?
Yeah, it does.
That is
He's like,
crazy.
stop. Oh my gosh, I can't. These police.
That is crazy. Yeah. So, have you been vaccinated yet?
No, I have not. Have you?
I have. I'm fully
Second dose?
vaccinated.
Hey.
Yes.
So like
I'm fully vaccinated. I'm safe.
Oh wow.
And what are you waiting on
You don't
exactly?
have to wear a mask.
I don't, but you are not vaccinated.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point.
What am I waiting on? I don't really have a reason. My mom is a little apprehensive about the vaccine.
I am
Like
so
everyone is, I guess.
confused about the apprehension and stuff. There's so many people, like almost everyone, but everyone in my family except one sister is vaccinated. Yeah, so
And she's fully vaccinated, or just
everyone
one dose?
else except for her, she is
Right.
not, because
got you.
she is apprehensive herself.
Vaccinated family.
And again, I keep saying to everyone, just make the fear of the vaccine make sense. Like the virus is killing so many people.
Right.
Like in India, they're burning people in parking lots. You seen that?
No.
There's so
No, like I knew about India, but I didn't know they were.
there's a
doing
large
that.
percentage of people dying
No, because
to the point where they can't handle it. So
Yeah,
they
they
literally.
they weren't prepared for the second wave. So
Well,
I just heard that people were like either dying on the streets or like and they can't bring like people who have COVID to hospitals. The hospitals are full, not enough resources.
they're in a
I didn't know
real
they were burning
bad
people.
way now. They're in a really, really bad way.
Like they can't even do funerals and
They
stuff
don't
like
have
that?
enough space or facilities to do legit funerals, or morgues
the money
can't fit
for
the
that.
people. They're overwhelmed, to be honest, according to the news. So yeah, it's not the time for us to be like acting as if COVID is done. Hell no. So
It honestly like really feels that way just because a lot of things are opening up.
Turn
like
up your
we
blinker.
still have their restrictions and everything.
Yeah, because a lot of people are vaccinated, like myself.
Right.
So a lot of people are moving around more freely.
And you also don't hear about like COVID cases every single day. Like
Because they're going down.
Yeah,
and the
because
reason they're going down is because so many people are vaccinated. That's the
Right.
thing. The people that are scared to take the vaccine, aren't you guys paying attention to the fact that the numbers are dropping significantly because of the vaccine?
Yeah.
It's not magically just disappearing.
Yeah.
It's because of people are vaccinated. So
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Is so it don't really feel like, oh my gosh, COVID, like a pandemic. Like it doesn't really feel like that.
it doesn't feel like that. But for the people that are not vaccinated, every day you get up and you don't get the vaccine, you're running the risk of catching the virus. I keep telling people it's like playing Russian roulette. You know what Russian roulette is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Is it like
No, you don't.
No, I know. I've heard of it. Stop it. No, don't do that. It's
Come
kind
on,
of
tell
like
me what
you're
it
kind
is.
of risking yourself. Like I don't know how the game is played, but
Okay,
that's
let
pretty much what
me
it is.
explain. It is taking a risk, but I'll tell you how the game is played. You know those revolvers, those older guns with the old guns that they used to use that have like 6 bullets and it have the round thing on it.
Yeah.
So the way they play Russian roulette, you put one bullet in the gun, and you click it. And then you just squeeze the trigger. Each time you squeeze the trigger, it spins the barrel, and it moves closer to that one bullet. Like you don't know where the one bullet is, right? You spin it and lock it. So the first click you click it could blow your brains out. So people put it to their head and click it, and every click that you click is closer to death, really, because you don't know where the bullet is.
Right.
So yeah, just waiting around hoping that you don't catch the virus is like playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like eventually you will catch it.
But I think also with COVID, like people aren't taking it that seriously because like even if you were to catch it, it's like no
Everyone's not dying.
It's no big deal now, yeah.
Yeah, it's no big deal if you're vaccinated. But if you are not vaccinated, it can be a big deal.
Some people have like the idea that even if they were to get it, okay,
it's no big deal
for 2 weeks and that's really
but what about the people that are dying?
I mean,
that's them, right?
Like, I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of people think about it. Like, especially younger people, if you know
they're like, I'm not gonna die.
Immune system problems, and you know that you can get through it. Like, people don't care.
You know what? The one thing that I see a lot of people ask, as soon as you tell them that somebody died, the first thing they're asking you, okay, no, they're saying how old was the person? First question, and second question, they must have been sick before. In other words, what they're saying is, you know, that's not going to be me because I'm young and I'm not sick. Well, that's not the case though, because young people are dying from it.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
But when they ask those questions, all it's telling me is that they're just trying to basically say.
It's kind of just like, not an excuse, but okay, that's the reason why they died.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fine,
Yeah. See, you're hitting it right on the head.
I don't deal with any of those factors.
Exactly.
Like, I'm young and I'm not sick.
Exactly. So that's the question they always ask, and I'm like, okay. It doesn't mean anything, but that's what you feel like. To me, it's such a no-brainer. The vaccine is such a no-brainer. I don't.
Side note, I actually want to practice switching lanes.
Okay, today. So what we're gonna do when you're changing lane, the first thing you do, you look here.
Oh, I never.
The rear view mirror.
Actually, that thing is too high for me.
So you need to adjust it when you stop.
Yeah, when I stop.
So you look in the rear view mirror, and then you look in the side mirror, and then you look in the blind spot, which is over to the side. So when you stop here, I want you to adjust the mirror. Stop. Adjust the mirror properly. So you have to be able to see from your vantage point.
Yep.
Yeah. The side mirrors are good also, right? Adjust them right there.
Oh, right here? That's better.
But you have to be able to see it from your sitting position, your regular sitting position.
Yep.
And this one's good also?
Oh, I've never looked at this one.
But you have to if you're going to be changing lane. So tell me what to do with it.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Alright, so again, when you're changing lane, you're going to look here. Have you watched the video on how to change lane?
No, I'll be honest. I do not watch every video of yours. I don't. But
I have a lot of videos though. You need to watch those videos.
I watched the parking lot one.
You watched the parking video because that's what he was worrying about. Apparently.
Parking as well. So when you taught me that trick, I watched that video.
Okay. So you look here, you look there, and then you look in the blind spot, which is over here. I'm trying to see if there's no car in the blind spot. I was going to try to show you. So we're going to work on changing lanes as we go down the road. But yeah. Okay, let me see if this guy stops in our blind spot. And he's not stopping in the blind spot. Okay, this guy stopped. So pull up a little bit. Pull up, Lash, put him in your blind spot so you can see. Just keep going up. Well, he's moving.
Oh,
damn.
Okay, now he's
I'm trying to put him in the blind spot.
I know.
And he's moving. Like, what the hell? Okay. Alright, so this lane is kind of blocked off. So you're working today or not?
Yes, I'm working at 4, so that's actually where we're ending.
So we're ending at your job.
Which is Pompano on Federal Highway.
I know it is. Yeah, one of the person actually know that you work at Chick-fil-A.
Yes, because he saw me working there.
I was like, you and her that cool that you know where she works?
It's the fact, like we're
And he says one of his friends.
Yeah, one of his friends worked there as well.
Yeah.
Now y'all talking about me.
No, and he's like, yeah, she works at Chick-fil-A, right? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his friend works there, and then one day after practice, he actually saw me working there. So.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So
Small little local.
They're her real besties and whatnot. Okay, so pull up here, and I'm gonna put this car here in your blind spot. Go ahead, pull up. Oh, damn. This is so weird.
Like every time you say
every time I try to do it. Yeah, so any car that is sitting beside you will be in the blind spot. I have videos on that also, which you need to watch, but I'm gonna show you.
That's my little homework. If you call it homework, I'll be like, okay.
If I say it's homework, then you'll watch them.
I'm like, okay, yeah, this is something.
That's funny because I had a student, right? And you know, every time I ask her, like when we were practicing the driving test, I'm like, okay, so you didn't want the video? And she's like, well, you didn't tell me that I had to watch them because like it's homework.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I have to say it's homework for you to watch them?
No, because when you just say it in like a normal way, it's like, oh, you're recommending it, but it's not in a sense like watch this so you could be prepared.
Slow down. I mean, the videos are there to help, so I would assume that people would watch them. I didn't think I have to say, well, you know, it's homework.
This is homework. Next time you come to class,
make sure you know this.
Yeah, if you said I'd be like, oh, okay.
All right, look in the side mirror now. Tell me what you see.
I see the gray SUV.
Okay, turn
which is on my left side, right?
And turn here. What do you see?
That same car.
You see the same car, or you see this red car?
No, I see this red car.
Okay, but when you look in there, you don't see the red car.
Yeah, I don't see the red car.
Exactly. So the red car is in your blind spot. So if you just look here and then turn, go ahead. You're turning right on top of this red car. You understand me?
Yes.
So you have to actually turn your head to the side
to check
and look before you turn. Yeah, the blind spot is anything that is beside your car. So when you're changing lane, again, you got to look here, there, and there for right side. Same thing for the left side. Here, there, and over there. So when we go through this intersection, we're gonna try to go into the left lane. So you're gonna signal left, and we're gonna go through the steps to go to the left side.
Okay, when we go down there.
Yeah, when we pass this light.
Okay.
Yeah. It is freaking hot outside. This summer is gonna be ridiculous.
No, I say it every day.
This summer is gonna
as
be
I go to work. I'm
ridiculous.
like, listen, this is going to be one hot summer.
How do you get to work?
My mom.
Oh, your mom?
Yeah, I don't drive. I don't. Yeah, my mom takes me because she like works from home most of her days still. Like her job still hasn't
she
like let them go
in.
like every day now. It's not still a requirement, so she only goes in like 2 days.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so she.
I feel like a lot of companies are just gonna keep people working remotely because it's cheaper. It's cheaper for them.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of them are actually downsizing office space and keeping people working remotely.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I would do that. If I owned the company, I realized, okay, I can still get all the work done.
This is working. Like, everyone can still work.
Exactly. Everybody's still performing as they should. And I don't have to have 50,000 square foot of real estate.
Yeah.
I can get by with 5,000. That works.
I think this pandemic helped a lot with that.
Yeah, it shows.
Business.
It showed a lot of business that they can survive more efficiently without a lot of people. So as a result, a lot of people will not get their jobs back.
Without a lot of people like in person.
In person and without a lot of people, period. Some of them can operate on a much smaller workforce than they were before. And the pandemic actually showed them that. So they're not gonna hire a lot of people back.
That sucks.
That does suck,
actually,
but
we don't need you back. Yeah, we're covered. We got that.
We realized that we didn't really need you to begin with.
We didn't really need you anyways. So we'll give you your last paycheck and bye.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, that is happening. Okay, so yeah. Man, there's so much construction going on.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna pass this construction here. Because this right lane ends right down the road. Once we pass the construction, we're gonna go over to the left lane. So we're going to signal left once we pass the light, right? So you try not to do lane changes in intersections. So you pass the light first and then signal left.
So right after this intersection.
After light, so signal left look in the mirror here. Look in the side mirror.
Okay.
Speed up a little bit. Look in the blind spot.
Yes, I'm looking.
Blind spot to the left.
Yes.
And go gradually over. Gradually. Go ahead. But you see how long you're taking to do it?
This one is
you're taking way too long. Like it was clear.
Yeah, it was.
You had ample time to do it, and you're like hesitating.
I was still hesitating, yeah.
So after this guy, just go gradually over. Gradually. Yeah. Yeah, once you see it's clear, you have to go. Like you can't just be second guessing yourself like you just did. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the right.
I feel like this car naturally goes fast. What do you think?
I mean, it's kind of a fast car.
Yeah, I barely put my foot on the gas, and I feel like I'm like, ooh. Like,
yeah, it's surprisingly fast, really, for a little cheap car.
Hyundai or?
It's a Hyundai. Hyundai accent. Hyundai, however you pronounce it. But it's an accent. It's not theoretically a fast car. Yeah. But it is kind of fast.
Yeah, it just naturally goes.
Yeah, it goes. It runs really, really, really well. Actually.
How long have you had this car? I bet a long time.
No, I haven't had. I can't keep the cars that long because, unlike average people drive their cars maybe 10,000, 12,000 miles per year. This car is driving maybe 50, 60,000 miles per year.
Yeah.
More than double. 6 times the normal amount. So I can't keep them too long. Because, you know what I'm saying, the mileage are like super high on them.
Right.
Like this one doesn't have that much mileage because I haven't had it that long. I've only had it for like maybe a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I can't keep them long. Like I can't keep by a car.
Didn't even put their
I know,
on,
right? Alright, so we're gonna try to go to the right again when you can. So signal. Put on the signal. First thing you do is signal. And then you look. You see all what's going on, that means you can't really turn now, right? So you put on the signal to kind of give people an indication of what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And once you get a chance to do it, then you do it. You clicked too much just now. Yeah.
No, I was trying to turn it off because
I know, but you clicked it too much and it went the other way.
Yeah.
So when we pass this bus, we're gonna go to the right. Okay. But no hesitation.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Just speed up and do it. Alright. Follow these guys. Speed up a little bit. Speed up.
More? Okay.
Yeah. And signal right. The bus is going to slow down at the bus stop eventually. Maybe you won't be able to change before you get to the light. Okay, slow down.
Actually, would be able to.
Yeah, but you're coming up to the school zone, so you would have to slow down. Keep going. And you can actually.
I was about to.
Yeah.
Okay, this actually works a lot.
Yeah, it does.
I've never used that mirror ever.
Yeah?
Yeah, like all throughout driving.
Turn off. Yeah, when you're changing lane, it's imperative. You have to use it. You have to use all the mirrors actually to change lane. But that's because we just getting to learn changes now. This is day number 3.
Yeah.
It's not like you've been doing it forever. It's only three lessons. So yeah.
So do you recommend for people who probably like their very, very first time driving is with you and they passed their license test, do you recommend them to still drive by themselves?
Well, I mean,
it's only 5 classes.
Some people can. Some people need more.
Yeah.
I tell people, like, you know what I mean, people always ask me, so do you think I'm going to be good in 5 days? I'm like, if you've never driven before,
I don't know.
It's highly unlikely that you're going to be like super good in 5 days. Because again, it's really only 5 days. You feel me?
Wait, so you've had people do it 5 days straight and then just take the test?
Yeah, I've had a lot of people pass their driving test with just 5 lessons, but it doesn't mean they're really good at driving. It means they're able to pass the driving test, right? Because the driving test is very minimal, really. So it's easy to pass the driving test, but doesn't mean you're like an expert driver. So I always tell people, it's, you know, every individual is different.
Should people still get practice with like somebody else?
If they want to get somebody to practice with somebody else, they should. If they can afford more driving lessons, they should take it. But don't think you're gonna be like an expert driver in 5 days.
I took 5 classes.
But look, you see,
we can learn a lot in the 5 days.
You can learn a lot, because you see, you can learn a lot. But in actuality, what I always say to people, If you called me, right, and I said, I'm going to charge you $500 for as much lessons as you need to be really good at driving.
Right.
How many lessons do you think you would need? On average?
More like 10. If it was still like an hour and a half.
Yes, an hour and a half lesson, but you have unlimited lessons until you are good for one price.
Oh, okay.
How many lessons?
I would say like 15.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say 15, 20, 30.
15.
They would take as much as they need, but as soon as you put a price on the 5 lessons,
then you're like,
they're like, I think I only need 5.
I think I only need 5. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident with 5.
Yeah, 5. That's because that's all they want to pay for, or that's all they can pay for.
You were telling me the prices, and I'm like, 2 classes. You said like around 2. I believe you said 200.
Yeah.
200.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I could do 2 classes. Like, I'm pretty sure, like,
yeah,
I'm kind of a fast.
Well, whenever people say that to me, I'm just like, okay, so you only want to pay for 5 lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that means.
But when you said the package was like 5 classes plus
the test,
I was like, okay.
It makes sense. But I'm just saying, most people, if you just tell them they can give you one money for unlimited lessons, they would just take lessons until they sicken. They're just like, oh, I think I need 10 more, Henry.
I would do it too. I would get so comfortable and be like, 5 more.
Yeah.
And another 5. Yeah,
exactly.
I'll
So
do the same thing.
So when people call me and tell me, I think I only need 2 lessons.
Yeah.
Translation, I think I only want to pay for 2 lessons. I already know that. Because nobody's good after 5 lessons. No one.
Yeah.
You can be competent enough to pass the test.
Right.
Which is very, very easy. But being able to pass the test, look at this idiot. Like, seriously. So we're gonna go to the left. When you get a chance to signal left, there's a guy beside you. This lane right here ends. So signal left.
Okay.
Let's see if this truck is gonna give you a break. Yeah, he's giving you a break, so go ahead.
Okay.
No,
not yet.
Yeah, he's slowing down and speeding up, and what a jerk, yo. Okay, now you can go behind him. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
He sees you signaling, trying to come over, and then he changed his mind.
Yeah, he's like, whatever.
I guess you didn't do it fast enough for him.
No, but I felt like he was still right behind me, and I didn't feel too comfortable switching.
Wow, my thing is like almost full. The memory card.
The memory card?
Yeah.
How much was that GoPro?
Well, the GoPro, this is a GoPro 8, so it's like, I bought it for like, what, $350?
Okay.
Yeah. And then the gimbal is like another $150.
The what you said?
The gimbal, this thing.
Oh.
That makes it.
Oh, this is not all one thing?
No, this is the GoPro right here. This little piece right here. And then this, the gimbal is what.
Well, you
see, you can make it smooth. You see?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like if you watch the videos, you'll see that the movements are pretty smooth.
Very
and
smooth and very small.
It's not like jumpy
like how most videos are with the phone.
Yeah. My videos are pretty smooth. That's because of the gimbal. And the phone, these cameras, they have this thing they call hyper smooth, which is, it gets rid of a lot of the jumpy thing.
Yeah.
But the gimbal just makes it better. It's so much smoother than.
That's good.
Yeah. So I have another setup that I was using before, the Yi 4K camera, and I had a gimbal for that too. So I always try to use a gimbal. But when I first started, if you look at some of my older videos, the original videos, yeah, them things was not smooth. You gotta stop. Yeah, those were not smooth at all. They were pretty jumpy.
Well, you gotta see the progress somehow. Huh?
Of course, you got to.
So I think from here on, since it's 313.
Yeah, we're heading straight to your job. We're heading that way anyway. This is commercial, so we're heading north.
Okay.
So you're close to your house, but to your job. By the time the time ends, you should be at your job.
Oh, okay.
You think I wasn't planning it?
No, I was just letting you know about the time.
But
I didn't know if you wanted to like turn right.
No, the whole time that I was driving, even I was talking.
Yeah, you were thinking.
I was planning where we were going.
Oh,
so yeah, and making sure we're heading in the right direction.
So one of the things I wanted to say about the right turn, like when I drove with my mom, she was saying like when I make a right turn, like when I make a right turn.
But you made a lot of right turns here, and you did fine.
And I did fine, right? But like I strictly like go into that very right lane because that's what I think I'm supposed to be doing. But she's like, no, like once you make the right turn, you can go into like any of the 3 lanes. Like you don't have to like shift your car.
But it depends. Okay, if you're going around the corner, right, and there's 2 lanes or 3 lanes, you can go in the middle lane. What's this guy? You can go in the middle lane if you have no plans to turn anytime soon. But say you're gonna make a right turn right down the road, then it makes sense to be in the right lane. So you basically choose the lane based on where you are actually going.
Right.
So if you're going straight down the road, you go in the middle lane. If you're gonna make a left turn right down the road, then you go in the left lane. And if you're gonna make a right turn, you go in the right lane. So where you're going next.
So that I guess that's why she told me that, because we weren't like turning right or anything. So
right. So you don't have to. Yeah, you can go in the middle.
Yeah,
definitely.
So my turns were kind of like a little off because I was strictly trying to go into the right lane. Oh, okay. She's like, no,
just drive. You can just drive. Yeah, I mean, slow down. When you're driving, right, a lot of what you do is based on the situation, right? The situation is always different. Like you can't live, like you can't live by the book. You can't drive by the book. You understand?
Right.
Because every time you're driving, you're gonna run into different situations where you have to make choices. You have to make decisions. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you make the decisions based on what is happening at the time. Like I have people call me and say, "Mom, I want you to teach my daughter how to drive defensively."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel you on the defensive driving, but I can only point out stuff as it happens. Like I can't create incidents. You understand? Because like I would have to definitely be creating near accidents so I can show you how to avoid it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You can't do that. So if it happens while we're driving, I'll point it out and I'll tell you how to deal with it.
Right.
But yeah, you can't really like drive around creating stuff. So I always tell them that. I'm like, well, when we're driving,
I can only do so much.
I can only do stuff as it happens.
Right.
I've had lots of people call me that want specifically defensive driving courses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can only point them out when they happen. So I can't promise you that I'm just going to be doing defensive driving. I'm like, we're going to be driving on the road. And we're going to be driving defensively. So as things happen, I'll point them out. And that's really all you can do.
For example, like that car that just literally cut in front of me. And like it's good that's why my mom was like, you're not ready, which I know I'm not. Like,
I mean, again, this is day number 3, ain't it? So you can't be like super good.
No, but I think for her, because I was a little confident, because like I said before.
But see, when you're driving with me, look at how well you're driving with me though.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference.
Because it's calm, and then once you point it out, it's like, oh, okay, I understand.
Right.
More than just like her, it's like, slow down.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand.
I mean, I get it, right? I get it, because she's expecting you to be doing a certain amount of things or certain things, but I understand that it doesn't happen that quickly, personally, right? Because I'm doing it every day.
I think she just wants me to go a little slow. I really don't know.
You mean like drive slower?
No, not drive slower, but like when I'm on the road, I do feel confident, because like times like this, I'm like, oh, okay, like I'm doing better. But then if something was to like happen out of the ordinary, then I don't.
You don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah,
but that comes with experience.
Then she's like, you see, like that's why you need to calm down. I'm like,
are you telling her that you're good at driving?
I told her I could drive. I did. So I think for her it's like, clearly you don't. And I'm not saying I'm.
Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't say you don't, but clearly you need to learn some more. You're learning.
Yeah.
You're in the process of learning.
So I guess for her, she's like.
Well, she's just trying to tell you to slow your roll.
Yeah, I've been acting too confident, I guess.
You're cocky. You got cocky.
I was like, yeah, I know how to drive. Like, where you want to go?
Okay.
He's like, no, calm down.
She's like, girl, calm down. You're getting a little bit cocky now. Yeah, I feel her in that, because even though you're learning,
a lot of situations that
there's gonna be so many things happening that you wouldn't know how to react to, because you're new. And that is normal. When you're new at something, you're not gonna know how to react to everything.
Right. This person, this way, like
I know. I don't know what they're doing.
Oh.
I see
that
them.
was a sign or something.
Yes, I see them, but I'm like, what are they doing?
That's what they be doing in like those kidnap movies. You know how they just be like waving something?
Yeah, you're watching way too many movies.
No, have you seen that movie? It's really popular. It's called Call.
No, I have not.
Really?
No.
It's like that suspenseful movie where this guy kidnaps his girl from the mall, and then like
I've heard about it, but I have not seen it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, slow down. Whoa. Something's going on. Okay, that car is broken down, I guess. No, he's trying to turn. All right, go ahead.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. The garbage truck.
Can I still go?
Yeah, I think this person is turning. So, okay, what is this garbage guy doing? Go ahead. Is this person turning? Speed up. And go over behind the truck. Yeah, that guy's turning, so that's why. Okay, garbage guy.
See, like little situations like this, it just takes practice.
Yeah, practice. I mean, you can't. Really, dude? Seriously?
Okay. And then he gives a little hand, my bad. Like
really? You know he's wrong. Yeah, I mean, certain situations you will never ever be able to, say, oh, this is how you would handle it, unless it happens, right?
Yeah.
So just like I say, when things happen, you figure out how to deal with it.
Right.
But yeah, overall, you're doing well. Again, maybe you should ease up and bragging to your mom about how good you are.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm learning. I'm in the process. That's why she told me that.
Yeah. Don't tell. You're staying this lane right here.
Yeah.
See, go ahead. Yeah, because if you're telling mom, I get kids all the time, right?
Like after two practices, they're like,
they're cocky. But you're going too fast right now, by the way.
It's this car. I promise I'm yours. It's like that's in the garage. I really.
Like this car is too fast, huh? Might go back to the right lane after you pass these things. Turn off your blinker. Go back to your right.
So now I gotta go turn the right stick.
See, those are turn lanes right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Turn off the blinker again.
Okay.
Yeah, that man right there has been cleaning cars in that spot. Like he's got his own little private car wash right there.
Where?
Right there that we just passed. He's been there since I was like in high school, I believe. He's always been there.
Wow.
Like every time I come here, I can remember him being right there cleaning cars.
And he's right there? He's still
right
doing
there.
it?
He's still doing it right
After all
now.
these years.
Yes,
That's crazy.
he's still there.
Have you seen people from your high school like around you?
You know what's funny? I very rarely run into anyone from high school. Even back when I just finished high school.
Really?
Nah, I didn't see it. Nah.
But you stayed locally. That's weird.
I stayed local, but I move in a different circle. I see a lot of the Jamaican people that I went to school with because they used to come to my parties. Because, I used to promote a lot of shows and parties and whatever. So I would see some of the people that are involved in the musical scene like that.
Oh, got it.
But outside of that, like all my people that I went to, the American people that I went to school with.
Yeah, like you don't see them.
Nah, very rarely. Go ahead. The other
Do you
day,
even think you'll be able to recognize them?
I saw one guy the other day, honestly.
Oh, wow.
I saw this guy, right? And I recognized him because, he was one of signal left. We're going to go to the left, so look in the mirrors.
Yep, look
Do your thing, and go ahead. Alright, cool. So,
I'm telling you, this middle mirror has saved me.
turn out your blinker. Yeah, too much.
I've always
you click too much. Yeah.
I've always been like scared to switch lanes.
The switch lane?
Yeah, because I've only used it. I'm like,
you don't know what's going on, huh? Watch your speed now. You're supposed to be doing 35. Yeah, so I saw this one guy that was one of the guys that I talked to, American guy in school. Me and him was pretty cool. And I saw this dude, and I was almost embarrassed to talk to the man. He looked that bad.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
really?
he looked bad. Like, he looked twice my age and whatnot. And I was looking at him like, dude, what happened to you? But he saw me. I was not gonna
Wait,
say.
did he recognize you?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
I was not gonna say nothing to him, but he said something to me.
Right.
So I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm looking like, "Wow, dude."
Wow. And you're like 50 something, right?
Yeah.
And he looked like 70.
Like 70 or 80. I was like, "Damn, slow down." So, yeah, I was like, "Wow, dude." But yeah, I don't see many people from school here. Like, he was one of the only guys I've seen in a long time. And he was looking rough. I was like, damn. Alright, so you can see Iyana is doing really well. She's doing good. So today is her 3rd day. This is her 3rd episode. So by now you should have seen her 1st and 2nd episode. So again, like the video, share the video. Let me know what you think about Iyana and how well she's doing. Comment. Let me know. Tell her, big her up. Tell her she's doing great.
Yes, thank
all
you.
that.
Hype me up. Hype me up.
Hype her up. You know what I mean? Make her left here.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, get in the comment and just hype up Iyana. Give her some big ups and thing. Slow down. Go in the right lane. Yeah. Alright, cool.
Oh, that was actually not that bad. Not that bad.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, just like the video, share the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I'm asking you please to do so. Hit the notification bell because a lot of people are not doing that, like Iyana.
Like me, for example.
Yeah.
So make sure that you hit that notification bell.
Yeah, so when I post
with all the videos.
Exactly, and I have a lot of videos now. I'm over 200 and like almost 20 videos now.
Wow, how many subscribers now?
5,400. So it's getting up there. It's going. So yeah, I want to have, I should have 50,000 by the end of the year. That's the projection. Great. So yeah, keep the support going, and I will see you on the next video.